So I'm here with David Haynes of Soundcloud, and it's the third day of Midem. So how's the Midem experience going for Soundcloud this year? And also let us know about the big announcement that you made with the Hype Machine.
Yeah, so it's another really great Midem. I mean, it's always fun to come down and hook up with a lot of familiar faces and some new people as well. And I guess one of the big things for us was to announce the partnership and integration that we've just done with Hype Machine.
Yeah.
And that's really exciting. For us, it allows our users to be able to put their music up on SoundCloud and then go and take that to the bloggers. The bloggers can embed the tracks that they've uploaded to SoundCloud, and then for Hype Machine's part, what they do is they can now detect all of the SoundCloud players that are on the blogs that they aggregate.
Sure.
And that's actually quite a step forward, because before, if a label wanted to get their music featured on a blog, either the blogger would get it from the label or get it from somewhere, and they'd put it up on a You Send It link, or they'd host it on their own servers. And so, it's kind of a really difficult thing, because on the one hand, you don't want your MP3s being out there, where you're not sure where they are if you're a label or an artist, because there's a lot of value in knowing exactly, where it is and how many plays and where it's getting listened to.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the bloggers want a source where they can actually go and get that music and put it up. And so what we do now is that the Hype Machine will detect the player, but not only that, when it actually comes for the fan to listen to that track on Hype Machine, it will be streamed back directly from SoundCloud,
yeah.
Which means that the label and that the artist can actually get information on how many plays they've had, how much buzz it's actually getting on Hype Machine. And I think companies are finding that sort of data is really valuable nowadays, and especially as the music blogosphere is so important nowadays for a music blog can really help break an act. I mean, it's fairly sort of commonplace for something to break first in the blogosphere, and then that trickles out to the wider media and really find fans that way.
Sure, and in one sense, it's almost like a retweet feature with the fact that the SoundCloud player is integrated, because it's so easy to on SoundCloud to share a file and then send it anywhere you want it to be. So if you find it on a blog, then you can put it on your own site, you can put the player anywhere you want, fundamentally.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of almost like having a little reblog button next to a track. I mean, the nice thing is that you can go back to the original source. So if the label has one place on the web for that piece of audio, the blogger can go to that place, and then we have on the site we have a share button, and then it's super easy for someone just to hit share and then directly put the track onto their WordPress, for example. And we actually have an integration with WordPress.com as well, so we're one of the players that WordPress recognises and works with nicely. But they can also, if they're using one of the other blogger platforms like Google's Blogger or Blogspot, as some people know it, then again it's just a couple of clicks away to actually publish that music. So we're also helping the bloggers in this, that they now have an easy standard way to say, okay, so here's the music, here's a really easy way that I can put it up on my blog and let my readers listen to it.
Yeah, and finally, how are you, your artists, taking to the analytics that you provide on SoundCloud? Are they really useful? What do you use them for?
Yeah, so there's quite a few different things that you can get with the stats and the analytics. If you're a premium user of SoundCloud, you get information like, as soon as somebody clicks play on one of your players, we know two different things. We know, where that user's listening and what the source of that play is. So you can go onto the back end and you can say, oh, okay, great. So I've had 10,000 plays on my Facebook group, and I've had 5,000 plays off this music blog that embedded the track. But you can then also see where in the world those are. So you can say, okay, I can see that only 10 people have listened to it in Japan, but 20,000 people have listened to it in Italy. So all of a sudden you know that you've got a market there, and I think people are really finding out now that data is valuable, because you can see where those fans are and then build a marketing plan around it, which is going to help you build value and make money off your music in other ways than just selling it. I guess the other one important thing is that we allow labels to put buy links into their players.
Okay.
So you can see if you've got a particular blog, or somebody's put it in their Facebook group and it's showing that they're getting a lot of traffic there, then maybe you should make sure that you've got a buy link in that player, and that that you're talking to that particular source, and hopefully that's going to lead through to music sales. else.
Cool, great. Well, have a great rest of the Midem. There's about 1.5 days left.
Thanks, yeah, it's great to